14기 김영준입니다. 반갑습니다. Hello, my name is Youngjun Kim. I'm a cultural tour guide of Seoul City. Very great to have you here. You have passed the three main gates of Gyeongbokgung Palace, and now you are in the courtyard. And this building is the Geunjeongjeon Hall, which is the main throne hall. And this area was used only for the major state events, such as the reception of the foreign envoys from China, or royal weddings, or some regular meeting of the kings with his subjects are held here. And this is the largest wooden structure in Korea, and also registered as a national treasure. And it looks like it appears to have two stories, but inside actually it is a one story with a lofty ceiling and with magnificent chamber. Okay, and when you look at the reach of the roof, you can see some dragon's head, bird's head, and some clay idols. Looks like animal figures. This is the japsang. Have you heard about that, japsang?
No.
Yeah, this is from the west, the journey to the west. You know, Soyugi.
Yeah, I heard it
Soyugi,
before.
yes. And this is the travel story of the Buddhist priest Samjang Bopsa, together with Sonogong, the monkey kings, to look for the Buddhist scriptures to India. And these type of decorations were made to show the dignity of the buildings, and also to protect the evil spirits coming from the air. Okay, and when you look at the eaves of the roof, it is slightly curved. You see, but compared to the Japanese, extremely flat. Dodaiji Temple of Nara, and also extremely curved. But this one, our Korean traditional house is slightly curved. It looks like smiling.
Oh, yeah.
So some foreigners says it is a smiling curve or a gentle curve. So this is the beauty of Korean traditional house Hanok. Also represents the state, the new neo-Confucian ideology of moderation. Okay, and when you look at the bottom of the throne hall, you can see the two layers of a large stone platform. This is called 월대. 월대. And when you look at the carefully, it is there are lots of animals engraved on the rail of the platforms. They are, from the 12 zodiac animals and the guardian of the 4 cardinal directions, like the blue dragon in the east, white tigers in the west, and the red phoenix to the south, and the black turtle of the north. This is 4 guardians. So you know the zodiac animal?
Yeah, I heard.
Shibis, yeah.
Yeah.
You know your zodiac?
Yeah, the zodiac is.
Okay, let's look for them after then.
Okay.
And the center pass was reserved for the king, and on both sides you can see the stone monuments inscribed with rank and status. And this is, when there is a state events, the government officials lined up according to their rank and status, divided by civil and military backgrounds. Have you heard about Yangban?
Yeah,
Yangban is, this is civil at the eastern side and the military to the western side. So both sides called Yangban. Okay. Now let's move to this. And you see the grounds. There is the thin and the bumpy flat stones. It's called bakseok. Have you heard that? Bakseok?
No.
This is scientifically designed to protect from slipping due to snow or rain. or to protect eyes caused by the direct reflection from the hot sun,
Wow. They're really
and also to ensure the drainage as well.
Oh.
Okay, this is very science. And I will show you the best photo zone in this palace. So the beautiful photos can be taken from the 45 degrees angle here. Okay, and this is the best photo zone here. You see the mountain Bugak at the back and Inwangsan
Wow.
also as a backdrop. And this is the best photo zone for you to post on your Instagram. Can I take a picture for you? Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Thank
Okay.
you.
Okay. Here. Okay. Say kimchi. Good. Okay. Good. Okay. Yeah. This way. Do you happen to know what is this ring for?
No. What
Huh? This is called chailgori. It's iron ring. It's connected to the ring on the wall. You see the beams. It's connected, and the two-pitcher tent during the hot summer days or rainy days, but only for the high-ranking officials only.
Oh, yeah. You're right. So sad.
Okay, this way. And as I said, this lane is reserved for the king only.
Oh, wow.
And we call this one Tapdo. Tapdo is decorated with this auspicious birds. It's Oriental Phoenix Bonghwang.
Yeah.
This is the pass for the palanquin of the king.
Oh, only for.
Yeah, but always, he used the palanquin or horse. It looks like this one.
Wow.
It's called Yan. This is pass for this palanquin. And as I said, the zodiac animals, you can see the zodiac. The zodiac of the south is the horse.
Oh.
And the cardinal direction guardian to the south is this looks like peacock, but it's the phoenix.
Oh.
Okay? What is your zodiac?
Mine is
Tiger.
Yeah.
Tiger must be somewhere this area. It might be interesting to look for your zodiac here. Okay. Okay. Inside, as I said, is very high ceiling,
Yeah.
and the throne chair is decorated with a beautiful canopy.
Yeah.
Under the canopy, the throne chair, at the back of the throne, there is a large folding screen
Yeah.
bearing the images of sun, moon, and 5 peaks.
Wow.
We call this 1월 오봉도.
Oh.
Have you heard about that?
No.
This is sun, moon. Sun symbolizes the king,
Oh.
moon, queen,
Oh.
and 5 peaks means 5 sacred mountains of Joseon dynasty, which is the domain of the king.
Oh, yeah.
And also, this is based on the Oriental philosophy of yin and yang, yang, 오행. Have you heard about that?
Yeah, I heard before.
The theory of yin and yang, yin and yang explains all the phenomena of the universe and humans in 2 principles, yin and yang. And the theory of 5 elements explains the creation and extinction of all things is the changes of 5 elements such as fire, water, wood, metal, and soil. This is, the 음양오행. All this is, based on this philosophy, and this all shows the dignity and authority of the king. So wherever the king moves, this should be displayed at the back of the king. Okay? Yeah, this way. Oops. Okay, let's go up this way. When you see the ceiling in this direction, you can see the 2 dragons depicted on the ceiling. These 2 yellow dragons with the 7 crows are the guardian of this Gyeongbokgung Palace. Okay? This way. And this is blue dragon, the guardian of the east. And this rabbit is the zodiac of the east. Okay? As I said, this area is the ceremonial area. And from here is the office quarter of the king. Okay? And this is only for the major events. And this is for daily politics. Okay? So guardian of the north is black turtle, and zodiac of the north is red. Yeah? And the old signboard, prayer has a meaning in the palace. As I said, this is politics quarter. So this hall, the name is 사정전. This means hall of thoughtful rule. So this means king should think deeply before deciding right or wrong. Okay? This way. Okay. Can you see the difference between the main throne hall and this one?
There's no dragons on
No
the
dragon. And the 1월 어벙도, yeah? And not authoritative, but this area is for the daily politics with king and his subjects. So should be democratic discussion. That's why it's the angle is very much almost horizontal. And can you guess what are the desks for? The small desks for?
No, I don't have any idea.
Have you heard about the historiographer? 사관.
No.
사관, the history keeper. 사관. This is desk for 2 historiographers. The Joseon dynasty paid close attention on the fair recording of the king's reign. So wherever king moves, always 2 historiographers followed. And one wrote down his speeches and the other his activities. And then the daily draft of these historiographers became the basic source of the annals of Joseon dynasty. Have you heard about 조선 왕조 실록?
Yeah,
That's the historiographer is important. And this, the history 조선 왕조 실록, the annals became the first memory of the world by the UNESCO, together with the 훈민 정음. Yeah? Because these annals of Joseon Dynasty covers not only the politics, but the economic, diplomatic, military, social issues as well, compared to the Japanese and Chinese who concentrate on the political issues. That's why the Joseon Wangjo Shillok was listed as the memory of the world.
Wow.
And the annals were not allowed. The present king couldn't read the annals.
Why?
And also because of possible revenge to his subject. I mean,
Oh, yeah.
yeah. So, even the powerful king, King Taejong, the King Taejong, the father of King Sejong the Great, yeah, he was afraid of the historiographers. Also. One day when he out for the hunting, he fell off the horse,
Oh my god.
and he was ashamed.
Yeah.
So he said to his the aide eunuchs, "Don't tell this to the historiographers."
So cute.
But actually, after his death, when the annals issued, it was written.
Oh my god.
King said, "Don't tell this to history." That's the annals of Joseon.
So ashamed.
Huh? Isn't it interesting?
Yeah.
Okay. Can you guess what is this for? It looks like a cauldron looking for the sun. So that's why we call Angbuilgu. It's a sundial created during the King Sejong's reign by the Jang Yeongsil, the famous inventor, And the Joseon, as a farming society, the role of ancient monarch was to study the sun and stars movement and give the timely information to the people for the farming. So this Angbuilgu gives the time and season at the same time. That's the important. Yeah. So this you see, this is the noon, 12 o'clock, and each one 1 hour, divided by 4 small sections every 15 minutes. So can you measure what time is it? So 10, 11,
It's maybe
10:30 something.
yeah.
But what time is it?
Well, it's quite similar.
Quite similar, but
Yeah.
actually we have 30 minutes difference because we use the standard time of Tokyo time. But actually Seoul has a 127 the longitude. But we use the standard time of Tokyo from the Japanese colonial period. And together at the same time, you see this one, is the outermost is the winter solstice. Innermost is the summer solstice. So, okay, and this one is very near to the winter solstice, yeah? So this is means the 24 solar terms. The 24절기, 24 solar terms to have astronomic the event of each year. This is very scientific. Yeah? Okay, yeah, let's get this way. 그밖에 안 남았어요? And this one, it's interesting is the name of this storage for the royal families came from the order of 천자문, the 1,000 character classic. Yeah, from the 하늘천, from the heaven, or the 10 was based on the order. And these are the auxiliary buildings for the heating with the 온돌 system. Yeah, because the 사정전 has no heating system. Okay. Yeah, this is the considered with the most beautiful place in Gyeongbokgung Palace, and this is the largest elevated pavilion for the banquets to entertain the envoys from China or for the high-ranking officials. And this is, based on the Oriental philosophy of I Ching. Have you heard this I Ching? Book of Changes. 주역. Have you heard about 주역? It's Oriental philosophy of the universe. So when you see the